Ever since I was a kid, Mario Kart has been one of my favorite games. It connected me not just with the world of Super Mario, but also with my brothers and sisters. Being the youngest in the family, I watched everyone move out one by one, leaving me alone at home. So when Nintendo Switch was released, together with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I screamed with joy. I bought the console the very first day it launched in my country and granted Mario Kart to its fullest. And when my siblings came home to visit, Mario Kart brought us all back together once again. Fast forward to now. The Nintendo Switch 2 was announced along with the trailer and gameplay footage of Mario Kart World. And to be honest, I'm a little worried. So is the majority of the community. In today's video, I'll break down what's going on, why Nintendo is getting so much backlash, and whether I think the game will be a success or a flop. So the first major issue I have with Mario Kart World is its open world concept. I get that open world games can be fun, but not when they mess with the flow of a classic Mario Kart. If I just want to race across 4 tracks, why do I need to drive between them? The open world feels unnecessary, especially when the roads are just straight lines with traffic and items everywhere. Let's talk about how frustrating this is. We win the first race, but before you even get to the second track, you fall in dead last. Why? Because of traffic, item spamming, and the lack of real skill-based racing between the tracks. It ruins the pacing and overall fun of a Grand Prix. During the making of this video, I got a new microphone, so that's why I sound a little different. Let me know in the comments if it sounds better or worse than before. Now, let's continue. Another huge problem are the visuals. The menu, the UI, everything just feels outdated. The interface looks weird, especially the character select menu. When you compare it to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which looks polished and modern, this one just feels like a step backwards. And then there's the stats menu. Usually we get the detailed breakdown about 8 stats for each card and driver combination, but here we only get 4. It's way too simple and doesn't give us enough information to strategize or experiment with different setups. It feels like Nintendo just skipped over this feature and didn't bother to expand on it like they've done in the past. Now let's talk about the rails. A massive chunk of the track are just rails that guide you through the track. It's almost like the game is doing the racing for you. You don't even need to focus on the track as much because you're just holding A and waiting to finish. Feels uncompetitive and just plain boring. There's no skill involved in those sections, it's all automatic and that's a problem. And one more thing, the in-between race sections are just too straight. It's literally just a highway. When you're traveling from one race to another, there's nothing to make it interesting. It's a straight path with barely any turns, just driving through traffic. It doesn't add to the fun at all and it just slows everything down. Now let's talk about something that honestly shocked me, the characters. From what we've seen in the trailer, there are more than 50 characters in the game. A lot of them are completely new, like we've got a Goomba, coin coffer, and even a literal cow. I mean, it's cool that they're adding fresh stuff, but some of the character picks are just weird. But here's the thing, while they're adding all these randoms, some iconic characters are completely missing. No Funky Kong, no Diddy Kong, and not even Koopa Links. That's kinda crazy, because those could be the staple characters of the last few games. Seeing them left out just feels wrong. And it doesn't stop there. They removed card customization. You don't get to pick your wheels, you don't pick your glider, you just pick the card. Personally, I hate this change. Making your own combo was one of the best parts of Mario Kart. It let you race your own way and try out different builds for fun or competitive play. Removing that just takes away a huge part of what made Mario Kart feel personal and playable. So it's not that I think Mario Kart World is a bad game, it's actually a good game, but there is a lot of room for improvement. If I were in charge, here's what I would change. First, the open world should be optional. If I just want to race in a cup, let me do that without the unnecessary straight highways in between the tracks. It's just not fun or exciting. Second, I will rework the rails. Either remove most of them or make them more interactive so that players actually have to do something rather than just hold down a button. It can take away the core skill of racing and that's exactly what those rails are doing. Third, the UI and visuals need a huge update. The menus, the interface, everything needs to feel modern. Give it the polished look that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had. The current design feels outdated and clunky and that's not something we expect from a game that's supposed to be the next big thing. Fourth, the stats menu needs to go back to being detailed. We used to have 8 stats for each card. Why are we cutting that in half? Give us the ability to strategize and tweak our setups with more data. It's important. Lastly, bring back that classic Mario Kart vibe. A lot of fans just want to jump in and race without the extra stuff. How about a classic mode that strips away all the unnecessary open world stuff and just lets us race like we used to? So yeah, Mario Kart World definitely isn't a bad game, but it's not great either. At least not yet. It has a lot of potential, but there's a lot of things that need to change. The open world is a step in the wrong direction, and the rails make it too easy, the menus feel outdated, and the stat system just doesn't cut it. Don't get me wrong, the free roam game mode looks amazing, and I really like the idea of costumes. That's where open world makes sense, and it actually works. It's the open world between races that I have a problem with. Nintendo listens to the community and makes some right adjustments, this game could be amazing. But if they don't, well, it could end up being a flop. So what do you think? Are you excited for the game, or are you just as concerned as I am? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any more content. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.